room when the door flew open. You entered, gasping for air. Immediately, I turned to the rotary phone behind me and called the operator. "I have an emergency. My sister's here, and she can't breathe. She's not breathing. I'm in the dorm on the 3rd floor, USC campus." You slid down from the edge of the bed onto the floor, slumped over. I rushed to you, shouting, "Sue, what's wrong?" You couldn't answer. You were still gasping, your head tilted back as you tried to suck in air. I went back to the phone and yelled into the receiver, "Please hurry, I need help." I didn't know what to do. I ran into the hall, screaming, "Can someone help me?" It was early in the school year, and I didn't know anyone on my floor yet. 1, 2, 3 doors down, I found help. A girl hurriedly followed me back and helped me get you onto the bed. By then your mouth was clenched shut and your body was rigid. I didn't know what was happening. Kneeling next to you on the bed, I sobbed as I wrapped my arms around you. I thought you were dying right there in my arms. Finally, the paramedics arrived. As they got into position to help you, one asked, "What happened here?" All I knew to say was, "My sister has Hodgkin's disease." Years later, after we both were married, I lived for our ridiculously long twice-weekly phone calls. I was perplexed one Saturday when you couldn't come to the phone. Hoxie went to tell you I was calling, but quickly got back on the line and said you wouldn't be able to talk to me. He didn't sound like himself. A day later, I got a call from Dad. "Laura, I'm calling from the hospital in Palm Springs. Your mother and I are here with Sue. You need to come as soon as you can. We are waiting with Hoxie. Your sister is not doing well." Before I hung up the phone, I said, "You know I'll be there as soon as I can, but Dad, I can't go in. I can't see her this time." I couldn't bear the thought of you being sick again. My voice broke. "I can't, Dad." You know Dad, calm and understanding. He just said, "Okay, honey, you just need to get here." When I arrived at the hospital, of course I went in to see you. I was terrified, but I walked into your hospital room. You were resting, your eyes closed. "Sue?" You blinked when I said your name and tried to look my way. "Sue, it's me. It's Laura," I said. "I'm right here. You're doing such a good job. Everyone here is so nice, and they're taking good care of you." When I reached over the side rail of the bed and slid my hand into yours, I felt you squeeze my fingers. I blinked back tears, not wanting you to see how scared I was. "You're doing such a good job. Please keep trying." I didn't know if you had any strength left. But what if all you needed to help you get through this was for me to push you one more time? Did you hear me when I told you my plan? Ken and I have already talked about it. When you go home, I'm coming to stay with you till you get better. Your calmness frightened me. You already knew, didn't you? We would never see each other again. When your hand released mine, Dad said, "Sue, you get some rest, sweetie. Why don't you sleep a little?" My heart started to race. You looked so tired, but peaceful. I was shattered. I didn't know what to think, wasn't sure what was happening. All I knew was that you were very, very sick. As Dad stepped away from the side of your bed, he touched my arm, signaling it was time to go. I leaned over you. "Could you hear me?" "I know we never had to say this to each other," I said, "but I love you." I moved up to your forehead and kissed you. "I'm not leaving you," I promised. "I'll be right outside, and I'll see you soon." I remember driving away from the hospital, hours later, looking at the people in their cars going past. They didn't even know what had just happened. You were gone.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.